Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, episode 3 of the GTR build. I'm super excited about today's video and I cannot wait to get this thing onto the car. So in the previous episode you have seen the car getting some fabrications, having the seat mounts and stuff like that getting mounted. And episode 2, the previous video, we have actually mounted the engine and the gearbox. So that's like a major progress before we actually to see what we need to do to this car to be able to make it a really nice drift car. So far everything lines up perfectly and we have cut a hole for the shifter. So after we cutting the hole, we're gonna put a shifter in so we can shift the V8. Then I thought about what's the better way if we can actually upgrade that shifter to a sequential shifter. Then it will feel good and be able to shift fast as well without me shifting. And actually in the M4, actually I have fitted S1 sequential shifter that is perfect to that car, and I really like it how it feels when I'm drifting and really just eliminate like miss shifts. So I really like how it felt in the M4, and I thought I need this in the GTR. We have like S1 sequential shifter in this box. So in today's video I'm gonna unbox the shifter and also I'm gonna install it onto the GTR. Alright, without further ado, let's open up the box. The wrapping over here. So I ordered this before the lockdown and it actually arrived before the lockdown as well, but just been sitting in the storage. Now we are at the right stage. The tunnel has been cut. There's a hole. There's a few things over here, so I'm just gonna get rid of this box first. Then gonna open up these wrappings and show you guys. First of all, I'm just gonna open up these small pieces. Alright, so this one over here is a billet aluminum plate that bolts onto the factory T56 shifter. So if you guys don't know about the T56, they do come factory with the LS1 in the Holdens, and they are massive gearbox and they actually can handle a lot of horsepower. But because they are not racing gearbox, the shifter mechanism is pretty average, especially if you want to shift fast. I have a lot of V8 cars before and I kind of quite like it. Whenever I thought about shifting that gearbox, it's still not the best. Then I always looking for a perfect solution. I guess a few years ago, S1 Sequential started developing this kit and I was very interested. The price is a bit up there. To be honest, I can't remember from top of my head. Probably by the time we landed over in New Zealand and with the tax, it's probably like 3 grand something, but it's definitely worth it. If you have seen from the M4 how it shifts and even just looks cool. So I just opened up another small package which has all the nut and bolts over here, and also has just a small plate. This actually is the blanking plate for the reverse lockout on the side of the gearbox. Over here it looks like we got a shifter knob. Let me just open this up. I have to say the packaging of S1 is really good. It's taken me a while to actually open up everything. All the parts are packed individually, preventing you from scratching them. This is a nice billet aluminum shifter. Looks pretty nice and got thread inside here. I guess if you are want to modify that, you want to make a new one, you be able to make an adapter, place a little bit higher or lower, or you can machine a new one. Now we got the shifter. Here we go. Look at that. Isn't that sexy? Nice. Look at that shifter just sitting on top like this. Beautiful. So as you guys can see, also inside there, it has a lot of gears. Like it's crazy sort of like engineering mechanism inside there. I hate to take this apart and don't know how to put it back. But actually, just imagine that. Shifting this shifter, it's amazing. I already have it in my M4 anyways. You guys can check that car video out. Also, there is the gear display sensor that I'll be able to put it maybe here. Alright everybody, now we are inside the car. I just literally screwed on the gear knob onto the shifters. Now we're gonna attack how we actually gonna mount it. Okay, let me show you guys what it looks like on the tunnel. Over there, the shifter has been removed. Obviously when we install the V8 with the transmission, the shifter will not pass this tunnel. So we have cut a hole and removed the shifter. Also on the side there, a bit hard to see, but you can see all clear there. We have removed the reverse lockout, which is into that hole there. This is the reverse lockout. We will put a blanking plate on that one, and we'll start attacking over here. This, I'm not sure what this is called, but basically we'll remove this. And we will put on the new sort of like a selector thing on with the pin going through this part over here. Then we can install the shifter that at the bottom has a hook. Where's the bolt? It's over there. It's gonna hook up onto that, and then we'll be able to shift. Also, before all that, I need to put in this sort of like the bolt-on plate in between the factory shifter and the new shift. Over here you can see the 4 bolt holes for the factory, and that just goes on there, where the new sequential shifter will come through 4 holes over here. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. Finally, I have bought the shifter selector thing onto the factory shaft. Basically what it looks like. You'll be able to have the new shifter hook onto this and be able to move everything. I'll show you guys. This is the old selector thing, which goes in this way. And we're just about to apply some sealant onto this, and I'll be able to put this mounting plate on. Alright, finally we got the shifter in the car and it looks amazing. We don't have a clutch pedal yet. We'll try to shift it. It should shift okay-ish. With the clutch in, it will be a lot better. So I'll show you guys quickly what it looks like from this view. Look at it. The whole cut was like perfect. The back there, here's very, very tight. Just almost like a factory hole. You like the shifter?
Yeah.
Yeah, so how this works is, you can use this lever at the back to control you want to drive or reverse. It's basically just works almost like the reverse lockout. So currently it's up. If you push this down, you guys can hear it sort of locks in. This is currently in sort of a reverse mode, and if you pull it, now you're in reverse. And if you want to go back to neutral, just go forward and put this up. Now you're in neutral, and you'll be able to shift your drive gears, which is first. See if we can shift to second. Bit tight. Obviously clutch is not in. Second, third, fourth. Yeah, I need a clutch for that. So we can all the way go back to neutral. Alright, so now we're back to neutral. So this is very, very nice sort of kit for the T56, because factory shifter is not the best, and especially when you're drifting, it's very easy to miss-shift. And I found it's very, very helpful in the M4 car, and I just love the feel and how it shifts. So now we have this mounted in the GTR. That feels amazing. So look at it, a GTR with a proper shifter. Now we still got one pedal drift car. Well, that's the slow pedal, so we need a gas pedal and then a clutch pedal, and then we'll be able to actually utilize the shifter. But yeah, so that's the end of the video. So hopefully you guys find this helpful, especially you do decide to get a S1 sequential shifter for yourself, for your drift cars or race cars. I really like them. If you guys like this video, give us a thumb up and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one.